Hey viewers, welcome to a gameplay commentary with Scribo. This is the first commentary I've ever done, um, so feedback is very welcome as you are able. Um, I've played World of Tanks for about a year. It's a game I enjoy quite a bit, um, and yeah, so I'm playing on Serene Coast, in the Tier 10 British medium tank, the FV4202. This tank is a unique tank in that it doesn't have amazing armor, but it does have good armor where it's needed. It has a lot of gun depression, so it can use ridgelines very effectively, and that's what I'm doing right here. I'm immediately, at the beginning of the game, getting into a situation where I can use my gun depression, and because there's no artillery, I know I can just completely control this ridgeline here. Now, you probably already noticed this fantastic 105mm gun that I'm putting to use here. An absolute monster of a gun, 268mm of penetration, some of the highest at tier 10 among the mediums, and with a fantastic rate of fire. Well, I won't say fantastic, with a great rate of fire. It does not have the highest damage per minute among the tier 10 mediums, but it does have very good DPM. And combined with its great gun depression, it can really use that DPM to outplay its opponents. So my team here is working together very well. We're focusing on taking out the low health targets, which is an important thing to do because as soon as you take out an enemy, that's one less gun that's going to be shooting at you and your teammates. I see an object 704 here, and I plant one into him. His 120mm of frontal armor doesn't stand a chance against this gun. He fired, so I know I can put two into him before he reloads. There's one, and just look at the rate of fire on this gun. There's two, and I see he's aiming at my friend, so I'm just gonna take him out right here. And look at that, already gone. We did almost the whole damage to that object 704, and the STI shows us the side of his turret, and we take him out as well. So just look at this graveyard of tanks here that we have created. The Carnarvon, the WZ-120, T-54E1, the object 704, STI, and the T-30. Some great teamwork. I see this E100 here over the hill. Yeah, it's a chancy shot. I take at the top of this turret, bounces. What can you say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Fortunately, my teammate, the Leopard prototype, takes out the T-30 around the corner, so I don't have to worry about him. And I can get right to work on this E100. Go for a tracking shot, but it goes low, and I don't make it. He gets behind the rock, so I'm going to have to re-engage him. Take another bad shot. Gets absorbed by the big side skirts that tank has. The E100 is, the tier 10 German heavy, is a very difficult target to engage at range because it doesn't have, even with high penetration, it is, when the E100 is angling its armor effectively, it's very hard to penetrate. And even with my great penetration and good rate of fire, well, there's a bad shot that I put into his track, but now I have the side of his turret, and that is a huge target that I can't miss. I put one into him. I do use the premium tea and pudding consumable for my crew on this tank because I feel that just that extra bit of DPM is really helpful. And wow, the E100 bounces a 150 millimeter heat shell off the front of my tank. That was really lucky there. I make another poor shot into his angled turret, but we take him out. You know, the rate of fire of these guns can sometimes be forgiving. So there's a T-54E1 next. Obviously I don't have enough gun depression to engage him over this ridge, so I advance to this little more level place here, and I can shoot him from underneath the train. And look at this. Now I have his whole side. And this is just what the FV4202 lives for, because something very unique about the FV4202 is its HESH shells. Its premium HESH shells get 210 millimeters of penetration, but the special thing is an added 90 alpha damage. So you're only losing 58 millimeters of penetration. You're staying above 200 millimeters, but that added 90 alpha damage is huge, especially when you're engaging tanks such as the American T-110 series, or Waffenträgers, or lightly armored tanks like this. And as you can see, the speed of the FV4202 is limited, but you know, it gets where it needs to go. And last enemy on the team is a Jagdpanzer E100. He just fired, plant went into his lower plate, and he is gone, just like that. So that was just a crazy blitz of a game. That was over in very short time. Fortunately, our team on the east was able to push through the enemy as we were on the west with some great teamwork and focus fire. And then we just pushed. Both forces of our team met at the south and finished off the rest of their forces. So the FV4202, great tank. In this sort of game, this is where you want to be. With the flexibility of this tank, the decent all-round armor, fantastic gun depression, and great rate of fire, combined with the ability to really be able to shift and move over rugged terrain. So I did some good work this game, ended up with over 6,000 damage, and that was a good game. So I'll put the link to the post-game stats in the description. But that's it for this game. If you liked it, please rate, comment, tell me what you think, and hopefully I'll do more. Thanks.